Sunnyvale High School. Memories. I was on the yearbook staff, by the way, and I believe my wife was one of the people that designed the cover. And this picture of the student body, that person sitting down there, kneeling down, is me. And that picture was taken in 1963 with the football squad, cheerleading squads, the band, and everybody wearing white in the stadium.
So as we approach, the name of the school is now called?
King's Academy.
The King's Academy. And what's this intersection here? Is it the intersection of Britain and Cypress?
Yeah.
So
I tell you what, the auditorium we didn't have. That was new, and that's kind of beautiful. I don't know what year they put that in. But that was a nice addition to the school.
Yeah.
And our parking lot was never really full because not that many people had cars. There was a few guys, Dave Arvola and...
looks like there might have been a soccer match. That looks like a referee.
A few of the guys had cars.
Tennis courts, you remember the tennis courts here? Yeah.
Yeah, and the baseball field
The baseball field is legendary.
Tennis, you had all the guys down there playing tennis. Yeah. Jim Lobb, Ted Miller, all those guys, Jim Miller.
Now this area here, if you went straight down here and walked about 2 miles, you get to my house, right along the canal.
Oh.
Yeah, and they took, as everybody knows that's been following this, they took the pool out. There's no swimming pool here anymore.
What, the pool's out?
Pool's gone, baby.
It's too much upkeep.
Pool is gone.
Liability and everything. Pool's gone.
Pool's gone, so...
They kept the gym, though.
Okay, so as we pull in here, I'm going to put the camera up here so it looks like we're doing something legal here. Yeah, there's the football field.
Wow.
Kids are...
Stadium.
Looks like there was a soccer match. And that's one of the dads that was videotaping the game, I'm sure.
This is the parking lot. These are the band rooms here.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
And we're going to park it here and see.
Hey, let's walk around.
Take a walk.
We can probably walk around and get away with it.
Yeah.
I mean, if they know who we are.
So Bill, here we are. We're on the campus.
Yeah, but here's what's different. The pool, somebody stole the swimming pool.
We would say that again.
Somebody stole the swimming pool.
Somebody stole the pool. As we swing around.
I got to sit on the couch.
As we swing around. Where's the swimming pool that used to be here?
They took it out.
What did they do that for? We came here to go swimming.
What kind of deal is that, man? They left a perfect good shelter here for you to sit on. Let's go check out this pool. Look at this. Wow.
So there used to be how many pools here? A couple. 2.
This is the diving pool, and then the racing pool. Wow.
And that's the field. Let's go take a look at the field.
I can tell you a story about one night. You see that up there, top there? One night, it was
as we're walking.
Johnny, I'm throwing some names out, and some of them may be innocent, but I'm remembering them wrong. But there was Brooks and Martin and Amick and me, and Johnny Figueroa, and I don't know, Danny Burke. There was a bunch of us guys. There was about maybe Ralph Mesa. About a dozen of us guys climbed over the fence, and we went skinny dipping in the pool. We're out here swimming, and all of a sudden we hear a little applause and cheering. And we look up there, there's Linda Province, Rita Joe Marks.
The girls.
All these girls.
So this must be the gym.
This is where our basketball games are at. This is where our rallies are at. And this is where I cut Mr. Stanley's tie. But there's a lot of memories back here.
Sunnyvale.
Big tournaments here.
Yeah.
Remember the holiday tournaments?
Oh yeah, the Christmas tournaments.
And I don't know if you were there with Paulson, of course.
Legendary Paulson.
Yeah, there was Eric Paulson, but you had Keith in class just...
65.
Was he in your class?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
So as we walk down here...
This was a girls' locker at that time. Boys' locker was on that side. Well, it's still girls' locker room. There you go. Wow, look at all the flowers. I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
I never do that.
So
you got to get this.
We call this what? The quad?
Yeah. Now look at the size of these trees. These look like the original trees that were there once upon a time. And you could see I don't know what the rope is wrapped around there. You understand that? The metal?
I don't know. Beautiful.
But this is pretty much kind of like what it was, except we didn't have the trees.
So where was the hangar?
The hangar.
The hangar. The hangar was, and so the cafeteria, which is now their library.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do they use this room for now? What's this room used for now?
That room?
Yeah.
It's just like used for chapel for junior high.
Chapel. That's cool.
Yeah.
We used to go to high school here when it was Sunnyvale High School.
Really?
That was
We
the
were
hangar.
we were the
Beside
Jets.
That was the hangar.
That's cool.
This is cool.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
And so now the name of the school is
King's Academy.
King's Academy, baby.
How many kids are going there?
I think 800 plus.
Oh, okay.
What year are you?
Senior.
Your senior year. So you're allowed on the lawn?
Huh?
You can stand on the lawn?
Was this
Not right now.
Is it still senior lawn?
Yeah.
They held the tradition?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
So what would happen if you were a junior and you stood on the lawn?
Well, now nothing. I
I like this guy already. He's a Golden State Warrior fan. We're back up at him.
So what is it, junior high and high?
Yeah. Junior high is usually over there, and this is the high school.
So what's the name of the base? Did you know,
They added on over there.
Bill, you know they named the baseball field Camuso Field.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Chuck Camuso Field. All right, so let's segue over.
Let's go over the lawn. Let's go look at the plaques. So what's the last plaque at?
I think the last class.
80? Memory of, I wonder if we could put a memory plaque in here. If they let us do that anymore. I didn't know we had memory plaques on there.
So let's go to the very beginning. See if you can name a person from each class, Bill.
Okay, well, let's go to the beginning. I might have a chance. 58, my brother Gary.
So your brother Gary, 1958.
Yeah. Johnny Johnson, I think, class of 59.
Your sister-in-law's got to be down here. What was she?
1960, Darlene Henry. 61, my sister Melody. And then there was Dondi Nettles' sister Peggy Nettles, and there was Nancy Tankersley, and there was Susan Stanish, and there was all those girls. Yeah, that was a nice class. And then 62 was, I think that's Eric, is that Eric Paulson?
That's Eric Paulson, the legendary Eric Paulson, who became a basketball coach here.
And a bunch of those other guys. And I think Crabtree was in 62.
Todd Crabtree.
He was right here in one of these 2 years. And Bruce Hughes was in
64 is your class.
Then 64 are all the good people. I mean, it just rolls over. 65, you had Sharon Brooks, you had
Scott Eubank.
You had
Keith Paulson.
yeah, and I'm trying to think of Lola Flynn.
Yep.
And then in 66, you had
Yeah, Dave High, my brother.
there you go, Bob Amick. That's it, Bob Amick, and my sister Marcia was in there. Actually, there's Amicks in all these classes. Skip Amicks and Bob Amicks, and all the way down the line. There's an Amick in every class.
67 thumbs up, my class.
And 68. And then it got down into later years.
The later years. So as the sun is going down over our shoulders, what's your reflection?
Well, I'm telling you what, there's a lot of memories right here. A lot of good people walk through these halls, and their spirit is still here. There's a lot of love here. I'm glad to see that it's not just an abandoned school. Even though it's not Sunnyvale High School, it sounds like it's something even better. And it's really kind of nice. They got the hangar is a chapel. I mean, how cool is that?
That's a good turnaround there.
That's such a cool thing.
How about that tree that we're looking at?
And that tree is a monster. That's just beautiful. Cafeteria, library. Let's go see what they got over here. They got expanded the lockers. We never had lockers there.
Name some teachers that, as we're walking, that you.
Well, there was Mr. Lane, who was yearbook teacher.
Yeah.
There was Mr. Davies, my geometry and algebra teacher. He was a pretty nice guy.
Let's just walk through here.
Mr. Gardbart. Was that his name, Gardbart?
Gerhardt?
Gerhardt.
Yeah, shop.
I had auto shop. He gave me an 8. I didn't deserve it. Oh, there you go. Somebody's got theirs decorated. Happy birthday. They all hit it.
High school doesn't change much, does it?
Well, that was cool. They hit it for it. That was cool.
Yeah.
But take a look at this. This is really kind of nice. King's Academy. I mean, it's beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. This is good. I really like this. Given with love.
So Bill, your overall impression of our school, they're taking care of it.
Yeah, they deserve to have it.
Yeah.
It's done well, and the trees are. Look at the size of this tree.
Before we look at those, let's see what's the special tri-tip sandwich. Yeah, this tree right here is amazing.
Let's go see what they added on to it.
Let's do it.
They supposedly added on to junior high. But this is.
So what were you thinking about when you were a freshman and a sophomore and a junior here? As you walked these halls.
Oh, see, I was different than everybody else. Of course, everybody could say that, but I actually was.
You think?
Yeah. I was reading books on philosophy and poetry and Shakespeare and beatnik poetry, and I was in,
Ferlinghetti.
absolutely.
No, I'm there. I'm with you.
Absolutely.
I'm
I
with
was
you.
going to the new City Lights bookstore in San Francisco and everything. And, I mean, I was really into this stuff. And I used to go to San Francisco and I was into jazz. I mean, I was really into jazz back then. So it was a whole different thing. And then, this remember, our yearbook class was down this row over here.
Yeah.
Had a yearbook class, and it was right next to the Skywriter staff.
The Skywriter.
Yeah, the newspaper. And I think Pat Lawyer was the editor of that at the time. I was in charge of sports in the yearbook.
Yep.
And, geez, they've added on this whole back section.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the junior high program there. Look at this.
Yeah.
The yearbook class was down here, and then the shops were down over this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, I remember coming down here and then making a bend.
Yeah, if I had to do it over again, I would have took more, you know something?
More practical stuff.
I would have took more shops.
Hands-on.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, because
There was a stigma back then,
I
you
mean,
know?
it was like, I still got my college degree, and I didn't need all that stuff.
But now you got to pay $500 for a guy to fix your car.
Yeah.
So which one of you is Bill Engelking and which one of you is Reverend Bill?
That's Bill Engelking. He's just a figment of our imagination.
And it's kind of a mix of, keep going, it's a mix of old and new, huh?
Oh, definitely, especially with us here. One of us is old and one of us ain't too new. And one of us doesn't know nothing. Anyway. Yeah, I got a smartphone in my pocket. My neighbor's got a smart car. I got a smart meter on my house, and I'm a smart ass. So
I thought you were going to go with, and there's two smart Alex walking around the school. We got to keep this G-rated. So as we peek in, the boys used to come out of the locker room there, and they'd go right through this door here, and the band would start playing, and they'd start doing layups. And da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, there's the weight room. Got a nice weight room.
great stuff.
I know those of you are glad that I didn't keep singing the fight song. I could have.
I just bought the sheet music for that home for my trumpet. I'm learning how to play that now.
Nice. So here we are. This would have been.
Wait, no, don't push me in the pool. How do you get out of here? Oh, there's the gate.
Yeah, we'll go through there. Perfect timing. We're going to catch the sun going down as we go to the field.
It's my imagination. Wasn't there also a wading pool here?
Circular pool, and one time we all
like
jumped in
the
it.
swim team, you could warm up in there.
Yeah,
while
and everybody had to dive off the diving board.
That was the diving in with the big platform. This was the racing lanes. This was a big area. This was a big pool.
So we're putting to bed all those questions about whatever happened to the pool. It's gone.
Well, you know what? It was probably too much liability because people come here in the middle of the night and swim like we used to do.
Yeah, but people had great memories of doing this.
Yeah. You didn't get in trouble.
Let's go over here and see what this says. Welcome to the pavilion.
This is the pavilion?
This is the pavilion. Bill, welcome to the pavilion. All right, let's peek out here and we'll catch the light. The videographer and me is saying, get our giddy up going.